All right. Good evening, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS, the Distance Learning Center, and the National Dispatchers Network. Tonight is Tuesday night. Last night we did not have any training because I was way under the weather. Running a little bit of a fever and everything, so we didn't have training last night. I'm still nursing a bit of a cold. I'm trying to get over it. So we won't be here very long tonight, but we will. I do have some things I need to discuss with you all, make you all aware of. First of all, how's everybody doing tonight? We don't have very many people on here tonight, so this is going to be real quick. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. Everything went okay? And can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. As you all know, we have been working with UChip and Central Dispatch, and some of you all are doing quite well with that. Darren, which most of y'all know him by Damien, he's been doing really, really well. But this past weekend, he had an incident with a carrier. Okay, he posted a load on Central Dispatch that he got from UChip, and the carrier accepted it after reading his contract on Central Dispatch. His contract clearly states on Central Dispatch that payment is rendered within 24 hours after the vehicle has been verified, after the drop has been verified. Okay. But for some reason, this carrier, when he dropped the vehicle, he wanted the client, the customer who had the vehicle shipped, he wanted them to pay him at the drop and would not release the vehicle until that happened. So here the client has already paid UChip. UChip has the money in escrow. Okay, Darren's contract states that very clearly on Central Dispatch that payment carriers can get paid within 24 hours after the drop, because once the client notifies Darren that the vehicle has been dropped, and they notify UChip, and UChip releases the money in escrow, and then the money, once the money is released, depending on your bank, the carrier's bank, the money is actually usually gets released within a couple of hours. So pretty much the same day. But this carrier, for whatever reason, just wanted to just cut up. And he refused to give the customer their vehicle. So Darren had no choice but to file a bad report on Central Dispatch, about the carrier. The carrier then got upset and had another person to call Darren, who was not even related to this whole transaction, and they in turn filed a grievance against Darren on Central Dispatch. Now, Central Dispatch, of course, then contacted Darren to find out what the problem was, but there really was no problem. I wanted to make y'all aware of this because if you all are operating on Central Dispatch, and I did tell y'all this before we started this whole thing with Central Dispatch and UChip, I did tell you all that you have to be very, very much on top of your game when operating on Central Dispatch. So they are very strict, okay? They do take bad ratings very seriously. If you get one, they will contact you, and they will want you to explain to them what the problem was in detail. So to avoid this, and Darren did nothing wrong. His contract on Central Dispatch clearly states that payment is rendered within 24 hours after the drop. It's clearly there, okay? But one of the things that could have helped prevent this is before you let a carrier take possession of a vehicle, be very sure and very clear and reiterate to them the terms of your contract, the terms of how payment is going to be rendered and when it is going to be rendered, okay? Does everybody see how if before you let a carrier take possession of those vehicles, that's the time when you should literally, verbally, discuss the contract right then and there. Does everybody agree with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, because I know it's there. I know it's written on Central Dispatch. I know they're supposed to read it. But that goes back what I tell you all the time. These carriers do not, these owner operators do not take the time to read stuff where they just see it, they see the money, let's grab it, let's go. Okay. And even after Darren had went back and showed him the contract, he still said, well, no, you're supposed to pay at the drop. No. The pay is whatever is dictated in the contract. Okay. So, but it all got cleared up. Central Dispatch, but it did leave a bad rating for Darren on Central Dispatch, and that's going to stay on there for for a little short period of time. But it shouldn't affect him that much now. But just be careful when you're, just be thorough. Not careful, but be thorough when you're operating on Central Dispatch and you ship. Okay. When you make these bids on these vehicles and you post them, and then when the carrier says, no, I take it, at that time, that would be a good time right then and there to go over the terms of the contract. Mr. Carrier, I want to appreciate you. I appreciate and thank you for picking up this vehicle. This is a good deal for both of us. If you have a moment, take a moment to acknowledge and go over the terms of the payment and the contract. Great. You understand, and just go through and read the contract to them. And then get them to agree to it. If you have to, turn your recorder on, either on your phone or on your computer. Turn your recorder on and let them know, say, this part of the conversation is being recorded for quality, control. You do, is your name, blase, blase, blase. Are you the carrier? Are you the owner operator of carrier? Such and such and such and such. Do you agree that that the terms of this contract are agreeable to you and payment is to be released within 24 hours from the time verification of the vehicle has been dropped and delivered safely? Yes. Great. That's all you need to do. And you might want to put down that this has been recorded, this date, this time, blah, 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 blah. I know it seems like a lot, but it can save you a lot of trouble. Agreed?
Yes.
All right. What
Is
other things? Yeah, go ahead.
Is there a template for a contract that you use for Central Dispatch?
We used to have one, but I can't find ours. And one that Darren has is pretty close to what it's pretty close to perfect. You can reach out to him through the chat group. If you go in the chat group and just start typing in, start typing in his name, it will pull him up. His name is Darren Stevens. This is him right here. He's on the chat group. At least he's on. There he is right there. Okay. I'm not sharing my screen, right? One moment. Let me share my screen so you all can see what we're talking about. Yeah, his name is Darren Stevens, and as you can see, and there he is right here. This is him right here. So let's view his profile real quick. But he is the owner of the DZR Logistics Transport. Remember I told you all about that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he's the owner of DZR Logistics Transport. Very, very nice website. And his website kind of lays out everything. So, and that helped out a lot too. Because when Central Dispatch starts reviewing stuff and they go through and they look at those websites and things, when they go through and they review this stuff, they go and pull up, your profile. And when they go to his website, they realize, oh, okay, we're dealing with it. Okay, so, and then when they call this auto hauler, they quickly realize, well, we're not dealing with professional. so this kind of lends to his credibility. Okay, and that's why we emphasize very much so that you all build a very nice website, or you get someone to build one for you, and you clearly lay out what your services are and what your contract says and all that type of stuff. So just get in contact with him. and he'll be happy to share it with you. I'm going to see if I can get him to send me a copy of it, and I'll post it in the back office.
Okay.
Where you all can access it. Okay. But just make sure that you're doing things professional. He handled it very well. It could have gotten out of hand, but I know he called me when it first happened and kind of informed me and got my advice on what he should do. If you all run into situations like that, don't hesitate to give me a call. I'll be more than happy to do some emergency consultation and kind of, get try to send you all in the right direction as far as on what you should do and how you should handle it, and things of that nature. One moment here. Okay, as I mentioned before, I am not feeling at my best tonight, so this is not going to be a very long session. I had intended to do some other stuff, but we're going to not make this very long. I am going to go ahead and answer some questions. If you all have questions about certain things, I'll be more than happy to answer questions. I'm not going to make this very long. We are on track for a May 1st release, for a May 1st launch of our new division, and that is the Broker Efficiency Consulting division. So we are on track with that. I am still working on the website. I should have the website finished and completed and ready for a sneak preview by the end of March. So by the end of March, we should be ready for a sneak preview, and then after that, we are going to be, during March, we're also going to be calling you all who have sent in your letters of interest. We'll be calling you all and contacting you all and letting you all know what our decision is as far as who we're going to bring on first. Plans to start out with about 15 to 20 consultants we want to start with. And then we're going to go into our month of training for the release, the month of training, which is in April. And then our launch date is May 1st. So we got a couple months to work with, okay? So May 1st is going to be our launch date. April is going to be all consultant training. And next month it's going to be reviewing the applicants and the letters of interest, and doing that process of just letting y'all know what and getting the contracts out to you all to review and sign. So we'll be on the contract with that division, and you all these positions are going to require a bit of commitment for any of you who are thinking about becoming an efficiency consultant. So this is a very serious role, okay? Because you all are basically, each of you all are basically going to be managing. You're going to be managing people's companies. The owners of these brokerage firms, these are primarily new brokerage firms or new brokers, people who have signed on, who have gotten there. They paid a lot of money for to get set up. They paid all that money for the bond. Some people have paid as much as $8,000 to $10,000 down to get their bond. Paid close to $4,000 to get the insurance. $850 on the authority, and then they've got their quarterly bond payments and the monthly insurance payments. So this is a huge undertaking that you all are going to be in charge of. When you think about what you're in charge of, you're in charge of a company's fate, okay? You all are the people that they're going to be looking to. You're going to be the person that the owners of the company, the CEOs, the chief operations officers, the CFOs, all of the executive staff are going to be looking to you to guide them in their company, to put them on track to generating revenue, to make them profitable. So they're going to be putting their trust and their confidence in you. So I want y'all to understand the seriousness of this, because this is a big undertaking. This is a big step for us as a firm, and it's a huge step for each of you all, because you all are going to be compensated well. So, and that compensation is going to depend on how you guide and lead these companies for 2 years. Okay, because remember, these individuals, these companies are going to be signing a 2-year contract with us. 2 years that you're going to be in charge of managing that firm. Now, at some point in time, you're going to get them up to the point, hopefully within 6 months, you get them up to the point where it's just all automatic. And you just kind of overseeing things, picking up on them every now and then, having your weekly training sessions. But once they get to that point, you should have them doing, 100, 200, 250, $300,000 a month in revenue. Now, if that's the case, remember, you cut it, that's 2.5%. Because we're charging them 5% and you're getting half that. So if you get them up to doing what we think is average, or where you should have them up to doing, it'd be very lucrative for you all. But it is a very serious and very demanding. It's going to be a very challenging endeavor on you all's part. Okay, so that's why we're going to have a whole month of consulting training. We're going to train you all on your back office, on your website, on how to use Zoom, on how to conduct your sales training, how to, to teach sales and teach people how to sell, on how to, what to say to the shippers and how you should go in and start to, your negotiations, how you should teach them how to approach, the whole 9 yards. So it's going to be, and not only that, we've got to get you all up to date on our system when it comes to that tri structure versus a binary structure. We got to get you all versed on that so that you all are able to not only explain it, but help them to implement it, smoothly. And you got to sell it to them. Okay. All right. So I hope you all are excited about what's coming, because a lot of great things coming. And believe it or not, I've had about 15 to 20 brokerage firms that have expressed interest in the service, and we haven't really started pushing it. Okay, so you got quite a few brokerage firms who are already basically they're just waiting on us to launch it. Okay, so because there's a lot of brokers out there that have paid all that money and they still haven't gotten the shipper. They still haven't booked any. Some they've been doing this for a little over a year and no shipper signed. So our job, your job, is to help them to move forward and become profitable. Okay? Does everybody see the importance of something like this?
Yes.
Okay. Does everybody see the level of commitment that's going to be required on something like this? Okay, because this is going to require you all. Because I know some of y'all are going to have your regular job at the same time, but it's going to require you all to work evenings, set up times for your training during the evenings, because that's probably going to be the only time that you're going to have where you have a couple of hours that you can spend with with the firms that you are managing. Okay, and the best way to do it, but we'll go over all this in training. Once we start training you all on it, the best way to do it is to have give you all each your own Zoom account, and then have you all, however many firms you're managing. If you're managing 3 or 4 firms, have them all to come and do the training at the same time. Okay, instead of having a training for each specific firm, have it where their broker agents and the executive staff can attend the training. What I would do, what I'm probably going to have you all do, is have at least 2 sessions per week. 1 session for their staff, the other sessions for their executive team, for the people who run the company. Okay, because for those people who are running the company, they need a little bit. They don't need as intense training, but they need more advice and more advice on management and how to manage their people. Because remember, they only have us for 2 years. They're not going to be there though, but for the whole duration of their company's longevity. So, but after 2 years, they're going to be on their own. Okay, but you got to prepare management for that. Okay, to take over and during the whole time, they're still running the company, but they're going to be looking to you for advice. Okay, all right. Questions real quick. So this is not going to be a full out training session. Got to keep it under a half hour. Because I am not feeling well. I'm going to be honest with you. This has not been my week, but try and push through it and do what we got to do. Any questions, real quick?
I do have a quick question. What is the company that you say that you use for your payment processing?
Square. It's Square Up. Hold on.
Oh,
here.
Square Up. Okay.
Yeah. It's not your regular Square. Like the Square. What's the name? You just go and pay people. That's not the right one. It's called Square Up. It's right there. I'll put the link up so y'all can have it. And Square was down today. I don't know why it's still doing that. It was down today. I know they was updating their boards and stuff. So it was down nationwide for about an hour or two. And how do I know this? Because I had several people who were trying to sign up call me and say, I can't get to your link. I can't get to your link. But this is here. Where I gotta go to settings, I think. Where settings. Y'all forgive me, I am. Where's my Square settings? Where virtual is customer marketing, capital. Marketing. There we go. Settings. No, not it. Y'all forgive me. I am not thinking very clearly. Oh, here we go. Setting. I am not thinking very clearly right now. Reprocessing. All right. All right. This is the link right here. You all we use to go and sign up for Square Business. Now, it does not cost anything up front to get signed up with Square Business. That's the great thing about it. The way they operate is they take a percentage of each of your transactions. So you're able to operate without any overhead. Right. That's always good. Okay? There it is. Everyone should have gotten it. The text. Okay. But you're able to sign up with Square and operate without having the overhead up front because it's all as you go along. I like Square. They will allow you to use them to control and operate every facet of your business, even down to your payroll. I love the way their payroll works. You can add on employees, or agents, or consultants, and you can give them permission levels. That's someone who is your right hand, who's an executive member, or someone who's a partner. You can give them the same permissions that you have, or you can give them some permissions to do certain things and limit them from doing other things. Take, for instance, if you have people who are just working for you, your agents, you can bring them on and give them the permission level where they can create invoices and they can send out invoices. So therefore, when they do that, you'll know who sent what and under which agent that is under. So when that person pays, when that company, a trucking company, whoever it is, pays that invoice, it comes into the account, comes into your Square account, and it has the person who sent it out. It also goes underneath their ledger. So when you go in to pull up, all the invoices that were paid, it's going to tell you who created that invoice and who sent it out. So and you'll be able to pull that person up, and it will give you. It actually gives you a breakdown in the reports of how many paid invoices that person sent out and how many came in. So it gives you a total the amount of money that person brought in. And if you're paying them on a 60-40 split or a 70-30 split or whatever the case may be, you can go in your Square settings and you can set that up too. You go to payroll and you go to pay everybody. You just pick pay this person, pay that person, that person. Square will automatically send them their 70%. You keep your 30%, or send them their 6%. You keep your 40%, or however you have it done. Y'all see how that works?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So it makes things run very smoothly, and I just love it because not only does it run very smoothly, but it looks very professional. Okay, and it deviates a lot of the time-consuming things that you would normally have to do. Like I tried QuickBooks for a while, but it's too much. I had to manually do. You know what I mean? I'm not saying anything bad about QuickBooks, but Square seems to almost automate the whole process. You understand?
Right. Okay.
And that's what I like about Square. Is a dummy could do it. So that's why I like it. Square has dumbed it down to just about anybody can look like a professional when using Square. So and it's a great management tool. And then at the end of the year, they prepare your Square taxes and all that type of stuff. Taxes, all that stuff is done for you. Well, not your taxes are done, but your 1099s are completed. All you got to do is pull them up, and everything is all in order. Okay, and you just and do your taxes or take them to your account, have them to do. Another great feature I like about Square, have something called Square Capital. Okay, Square Capital is great because it allows you to Square will make loan offers to you. Okay? They'll make loan offers. You see here, our latest loan offer, we paid back 65% of it. And as you can see here, it's paid back through each transaction. Anytime we do a transaction, Square takes out a certain percentage to pay back the loan. Y'all see how that works? Okay, this is actually our 5th or 6th business loan through Square. Yeah, I think so. You can see here, that's what they deposited into our account. The actual loan was actually for $13,000. Yeah, $13,000. Actual loan was for. But we had a remaining balance on a previous loan of $2,562. So that, and then they deposited $10,500. So we'd have had a zero balance here. They would have deposited the whole $13,000. Now, our next loan, now each time we get a loan through them and it's paid back, each time they go up and offer us on another loan. So they've been steadily going up, and they've been increasing it by almost like 3,000 or 4,000 each time. I remember the first loan we got from them was $3,500. This is when we first started. We had been using Square for maybe 3 months, and after 3 months of transactions, well, they know what you're bringing in. They know how frequent it is. They know your regularity. They know everything. So you're doing it all through Square. After about 3 months, they made us an offer of a $3,500 loan. We took it, and they took back like 1.5% to 2% of each transaction or something, and it goes back in back that loan. Okay, so and then after that got paid up to about 85% paid back, they made us another offer. And they up at 3,500 up to 5,500. Then they made us another offer after that. They made up that one from 5,500 to 7,500. Then they made us another offer that went up to, I think, 9,500. And then the last offer, they bumped it up to like 12,000. No, 13,000. And so, the next offer, I think we're gonna wait until it's before I accept one. I'm gonna wait till it's completely paid down to about 95%, 99%, and then we'll but they'll make us an offer probably at 80% paid back. They'll make us another offer, and the chances are this one's probably going to be somewhere between 15 and 18,000. So I think they cap out at 50,000. That's the highest amount that will loan you out. But it's a great way to keep working capital in your bank account, because cash on hand is much better than cash expected, right?
That's right.
And what I like about it is you can use that money for anything you want to. Okay? You can use it for anything you want to, because it's going right into your bank account. So you can use it however you want to use it. So I love Square. Square works great. It more than just process your invoices. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Ooh, no, excuse me. Do we have any more questions? All right. I do apologize for me being under the weather. I know this is not a very long session, but I need to get over it. And I think I got my doctor Thursday, I think, Thursday or Friday. I've already been cleared of the corona thing, so so I don't have that, and I haven't traveled outside of the country, so that's a no-go. Dr. Summers said more than likely related to my diabetes, and I probably need a update in my dosage on the insulin. I really feel like I first found out I had diabetes. Those symptoms of where your arm is kind of numb, and you know, it's just an eerie feeling, like off balance. Your equilibrium is off. So I've got to probably go back to the evaluation. My glucose, and then they will probably increase my units that I take on the insulin. Right now, I take 50 units before bedtime, and that's the only time I take units. They may increase them to twice per day, or they may increase the units on the injection, one or the other. Either way, what I need to do is lose some weight, and that would probably solve most of the problems. So I am going to be get back into my workout. I need to start back working out. My next big purchase is going to be a treadmill. So put it right here in the living room and just work on that every morning. But tomorrow night it's going to be an all Q&A session. We will have Q&A tomorrow. I do feel up to answering questions. I'm just not up to actually leading a training session where I have to initiate stuff. I can respond to stuff pretty well. So we'll have all Q&A on tomorrow night. So please tune in for Q&A tomorrow, and hopefully by Saturday and next week I'll be up, raring to go, and have everything under control, and we can get back to what we're doing. Brokers, for you brokers out there, get on U-Ship, get on Central Dispatch. Right now, that is pretty much the guaranteed way for you all to earn money, to make money while you're waiting to get your seasoning, and while you're waiting for us to start the efficiency program. Finding shippers is going to be difficult your first year. The best advice I can give y'all is to go see shippers in person. Okay, find out who is in your neighborhoods, who is in your area that you can go to, and all your stuff, your insurance, your bonds, take your entire packet with you, and seek those shippers out who are within your region, within your area, people that you can go into and talk to face to face and shake hands with. That always works best. Okay. Now, as far as reaching out to, huge shippers or movers, of freight, the best place to start would be at the where the ships come in, at the ports. The reason why you want to start at ports, because they are, a lot of times they're a lot more lenient when it comes to moving stuff, because they have to get that stuff out of the way. Okay, they have to get it out of the way. It can't stay there. It's got to go. All right. So they have a tendency to work with first year brokers versus if you're working with a lumber company or some type of factory or someone who has their own setting where they can hold on to freight for a very long time. These ports can't hold freight. They don't. They just can't. You got to make room for new stuff that's coming in all the time. So they usually will work with anyone who has the credentials and the ability to move freight. Does that make sense? To you all?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So if you need to, if you're looking at bringing on more shippers, concentrate your, the bulk of your effort should be concentrated on the pool. I know we got a lot of people joining in tonight, but this is not going to be very long. We're actually getting ready to wrap up. I do apologize, but I have not been feeling, my best. I've been under the weather. So we had a quick session tonight, 25 to 30 minutes. And tomorrow night, we'll be back here for a Q&A. And hopefully we can spend a couple hours on tomorrow night just going over questions so we can, any inquiries that you all might have. Real quick, for those people who are new, because we have a lot of new people sign up this past week, just to give y'all a quick rundown, to get to your back office when you come to mydispatcher.org. You're going to go over where it says Dispatcher Tools and Resources. You're going to click on that. And that's going to take you over to your back office where you're going to find all your back office tools and resources. Your old boards, your documents, your contracts, everything is kind of labeled. Each of the heading, tools and resources up here, which is going to be stuff like your calculators, and things like that. Down here, you have your agreement forms and documents, which is going to be stuff like your dispatch agreement, broker contract, the carrier. Those of you who don't know where to find the broker carrier agreement, this is for brokers. This is it right here. Look for the guy with the blue hat, blue shirt, phone, looking at his tablet. If you're looking over some type of contract, head over it. That is the broker agreement contract. That is the broker carrier contract for brokers. If you are a broker, okay? So that's what you all need to pull up. You can change that once you pull it up. Make sure you are reading it very carefully. Somebody was asking a question today about the insurance clause, and basically was asking a question about if a carrier leaves a truck or a load unattended and the load gets stolen or damaged, who is responsible for it? Whose insurance would cover it? I think that's a hill of beans, which means you're worried about nothing, because the contract that we give you, one of the clauses in the contract, it basically states that the carrier, is liable regardless. Okay. Yes, you as a broker, you have insurance. Your insurance is basically a backup insurance. It's like to see another form of insurance other than the carrier's insurance. Because remember, the carrier themselves, they have insurance. So the load is insured by the carrier. You have insurance, so the load is insured by you. These are things that give the shippers a minute of calm and pause. Okay, the fact that you have insurance, then you have backup insurance. Your insurance is there in case something happens and the carrier's insurance doesn't cover it. But here's what happens. Even if the carrier's insurance does not cover it, and it is the carrier's fault, your insurance company is going to sue who? the carrier and the carrier's insurance company. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so I wouldn't worry so much about stuff like that, because her concern was, well, should I even work with a carrier that doesn't have no fault insurance or a truck abandonment or what's called insurance? I said, well, unless, I mean, there's no way for you to know what your carrier's insurance is gonna cover unless you just request a copy of it, you read it line by line, word for word. Okay, now, are there different levels of insurance? Yes. If you go and opt for the most expensive package on insurance, the chances are your insurance is going to cover everything. It's kind of like you are doing car insurance. You have regular insurance, then you have what's called no fault insurance, right? Right?
Right. Right.
Everyone knows that no fault insurance is the best insurance you can get. It's obviously why, right? Because no matter what happens, it's covered. Okay. Same thing with this. You can get levels of insurance. That's why when we were a broker, we went ahead and got the most of $1.3 million of insurance, and 1,000 on contingent, and 1 million on liability. Okay, and that 1 million on liability covers just about everything. What happens with cover? Okay, now see that, because it puts them at ease. If something was to happen and it was clearly the carrier's fault, especially if a trailer gets left unattended, or a trucker drops a trailer somewhere that's got cargo in it, and they take off and go to the movers or something, or the truck leaves the trailer there, and the trailer gets stolen or damaged, or whatever happens, that's clearly what? Negligence, right?
Right.
On the carrier's part. So therefore, what? The carrier's insurance will clearly cover that, right? So there's really no need to have what's called abandonment insurance or trailer unattendance insurance, or whatever she called it. There's no need for that, because it's clearly negligent. And if the carrier is negligent, the insurance will pay for it. If their insurance doesn't pay for it, guess what? Your insurance will pay for it, but your insurance company is 100% going to sue who? The carrier and the carrier's insurance company. So either way, it's not something that you have to worry about. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you don't get caught up into trying to dissect every little piece of the process till it stops you from putting the deal together. The only carrier I don't work with is one that's got a bad rating or they don't have insurance. They've got insurance and they don't have a bad rating, I'm signing them up. Make sense?
Yes.
All right. All right. All right. I just wanted to go over that real quick. Down here, you'll find your load boards. Now, someone had asked about the 901 free load boards. If you notice, I don't know if y'all have noticed this lately, but if you notice that when you click on the 901 free load boards, we have replaced the link with the link that takes you over to here. So now that link is working. Okay, you can pull up all these companies if that's what you want to do. Pull them up right from there also too. This is the same link that takes you to, what's the other one? The other one is the, so you got two links here that can get you to the additional load board. Okay, that's the same link as,
Ain't it Mobile Express or something?
yeah, it's the same link as this. It's the exact same link. Okay, so that way you all won't have to worry about clicking on one and say, oh, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Yeah, it's the exact thing. Okay? All right. Both gonna take you to, which just has the same company that the other one used to have. We are adding more and more to the load boards. We're adding more and more direct load boards on here, and we're doing that. I'm trying to add at least 2 a week, more direct links that would give us more in the load board search area. Also, new people, new brokers, new dispatchers, new people who join the platform. Before you do anything within your back office site, watch this video first. It's an older video, but it's one that basically just taking you all through all the steps. It's just telling you how all this works. Here, how to use these tools and resources. Okay, and that's why we have this down here that says start with this video. Okay, so start with that video. I probably should take it and put it at the top. Say start with this video, which is, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna move it up to the top, right up here where it says welcome to your back office. It's gonna go right here. Start with this video. Okay, I'm gonna reposition that so that we know to start with that. Oh boy. Your video library. For those of you who are new and you're new to dispatch, new to broking, go back to your video library and watch your how-to series. Hey, watch your how-to series. I know we got to add some more how-to series on the broking side. I got about 3 videos that I need to add up. That I need to add here. The how-to series for the dispatch is complete. Okay, these are all of the steps to dispatch. So we got 1, should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's right. It's 6 of them. So all 6 steps are there. Okay, and it starts with number 6 and goes down to number 1. So basically, what you come in and go here, or watching it from here, and then work you back all the way back up. Okay, these are all your steps. Okay, these are all your steps to dispatch, from finding and locating the carriers, to pitching the carriers, to understanding and presenting your dispatch agreement and your profile form, to load management and finding loads and load acquisitions, to load confirmation with the broker, to carrier invoicing and getting paid. Those are your steps, all right there. Okay. If you need more videos on things and how things work, we have our training and curriculum videos here. Probably got about 20 or 30 of those, and we got about 100 plus of the operational training videos. Probably about 150 to 100 to 180 videos in here. Operational training videos. Plenty of content that you all can go over. Okay, it's all there. Okay, so it's all there. I've got to add some more from the YouTube channel on here, and everything down here is just some branding videos. If y'all want to take a look at some of the branding stuff, if you're thinking about doing your own commercials, for your own branding, take a look at some of these short branding videos that we put together. I like them. We have a lifestyle logistics entrepreneur. This kind of shows you what this industry can do for you through my eyes, and what it has done for me, and where it's brought me from and to where it's put me at right now. And then you have all the videos. Okay. All right.
Is there a way to search for a specific topic? So if I want to know all the ins and outs that I can about auto hauling, can I like put in a search and be able to pull up all those videos?
All the auto hauling, you can't do it on our back office site, but you can go to YouTube and do it. If you went to YouTube and you wanted to look up RBBS auto hauling, auto haul. And then, I misspelled auto, didn't I? They just put in auto haul. And then when you go that, just gotta go through it, and it's gonna pull up all this. Like there's an auto haul one right there. There's one. It should pull up for the auto. I think it put up a better list when I had misspelled auto haul, didn't it?
That's funny.
There's one right there. That's the auto haul. You know, there's 6. There's a playlist right here. This was actually not done by me. This was done by one of my students. Okay, they actually created a playlist of all the auto hauls. Y'all see that?
I did. Thank you.
That was created by Lost Vision. Excuse me, y'all. Oh my God. Okay.
That's me, y'all.
I lost the vision. So there it is right there. It's a list of all the auto haul videos. Okay. So y'all can take those, kind of go through them. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm trying to get into the meeting. But excuse me. But there's the auto hauls right there. They've already someone put in this for all of the auto haul videos. Just very forward thinking. Thank you very much for that. All right. All right. All right, you all. I've got to get out of here. I've got to go my insulin and get ready for bed. Try to get over this. It's been a hump that I'm trying to get over. But I appreciate you all. Thank you all again. I will see you all back here on tomorrow night. I'm gonna go load up on some thorough flu and some other stuff and just knock out. Right? Not cold outside, so we have a fireplace going and everything like that. It's nice warm here in Tallahassee. So I'll see you all back here tomorrow night. I appreciate you all. We've been getting a lot of great reviews. If y'all haven't noticed, a lot of great reviews from small and large companies. But here you all can see we've got a lot of great comments. You know, people are saying great stuff about us. You know, awesome, you know, content, you know, stuff like that. Excellent. You know, just a lot of great comments, a lot of great reviews that we've been getting here lately. People are really starting to take notice of what you do. I wish I could record some of the calls I get each day. I get about 50 or 60 calls a day, and none of them have been negative. Every last one of them have been, you know, great platform, you know, more information than we've ever, you know, had before. Information is not available anywhere else, you know. So let's build upon that. Let's make it even better. Thank you all, and I will see you all back here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. for Q&A. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Cam.
Good night,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.